Hi everyone, and welcome to the 12 Crafts of Christmas. I think this is craft number 3, I'm not exactly sure. But we're going to use these little snowballs that I got from Hobby Lobby. They have them for 50% off, probably right now. I know that at my Hobby Lobby, they are very good at having all of the Christmas stuff on sale. And I'm not exactly sure how to open this without ripping the whole thing, and I don't really want to do that. So let me tell you what we're going to do while I try to figure this out. So I saw this idea on Pinterest, and I have not tried it yet. And they used a clear ornament, either purchased from the Dollar Tree or wherever, and you could certainly use that. But I saw this, and I love snowballs and stuff like that. So I thought that I could use these for this project, and then I could also use these as ornaments if I wanted to, or another project or whatever. So that's why I got this, and you know, the fact that it was in a bundle was even just a bonus. I think if I did that there. And these are shatterproof, which is also nice. And you're also going to need some yarn, and you're going to need a skewer, and I went ahead and cut one just to make sure I could do it without it making too much of a rough edge. So, okay, what we're going to do is I have this yarn that my friend Tracy gave to me because she wasn't using it, and she had purchased it, I guess, to make some like little palm things for her planner, but she didn't use them all. So we're going to need some glue, and you could just use like regular Elmer's glue or whatever, but I'm going to use what I have handy because I keep this on my desk. I'm going to use this art glitter glue, and I'm just going to put some at the top. Whoops. Now I have not made this before. I just saw it on Pinterest and I thought, ooh, that's a great idea. I can do that. And I thought it might be a fun craft to share with you guys. Honestly, if you have Elmer's glue, I would totally use that for this. I'm just going to put some glue right here to get it started, and then I will probably have to add some more. And maybe you should start at the bottom. I don't know. Okay, because you're going to have a rough edge. And so, honestly, having a cute ornament is kind of okay because it will maybe shine through a little bit. So I'm just going to put glue on the bottom here, and by the time I get up to that other glue, it's probably going to be dry, so I'll probably have to redo it. So I'll probably just do glue off and on throughout, and maybe even in different spots, because I want this to stay, and it's not going to be super tight because it's just an ornament. It's sticking to my finger. And I'm just going to twist this around and around. I'm probably going to have to go back in and put some glue on that little area where it's coming up, where it was sticking to my finger. And this is actually, I didn't get it in the middle. Look at how crooked it is. But you know what? I'm going with it because I think it'll be cute anyway. Oh man, I've just totally lifted that whole thing up. This is like quick drying glue, which I love for my craft projects, but probably for this project, I would probably prefer Elmer's. So just so you guys know. I keep touching that and making it unravel even more. There we go. If I can just hold this in one spot, that seems to work better. Because then I'm not getting glue all over my fingers. Sure, that just works better. Get it all over my shirt. Ding bat. And you guys probably know that I have been knitting a lot this year, and I have really been enjoying it. So this is partly to go along with that. I thought that this would be really cute to have on my Christmas tree. And I love this color of yarn, even though, you know, Tracy didn't get it for me. But, you know, it's kind of a pink color, and pink being my favorite color. And normally if you're doing a project, you start the ball of yarn through with the middle. I don't exactly know why you're supposed to do that, but I just know you are supposed to do that. So just so you know, but this is a craft yarn that I have been using just to do some crafts. I haven't made a scarf or anything with it yet. Okay, I am not being as careful now because I know that I'm not going to have to be as careful here in a little minute, because I want this to look like a ball of yarn, which is what I'm trying to do, even though I am screwing up now. Okay, so let's apply some more glue. Get this off of my fingers a little bit. Maybe I should have tried to be a little more professional and had this looking nicely before I just went for it, but I don't know. I think you guys can appreciate the beauty of winging it and doing it as you go. I know having it start from the middle sometimes is helpful in that it doesn't go bonkers when you're pulling yarn off like it was just now doing, like you know, you're pulling yarn off and the ball is going crazy because it. Okay, so now that I've gotten most of this covered, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start going in a different direction, because this is what I would do if I were doing a ball of yarn, and I want it to look like a ball of yarn when we're finished. And I want the whole thing to be covered. So now I'm just going to turn it a little bit and go over here, just as though you would with a regular ball of yarn. And then we'll go this way. And I'm just looking to see where there are areas that need covered, and that's how I'm switching my yarn up. And I think this would be a really cute Christmas present for anyone in your life that you know that knits or sews or crochets or any of that. I think that they would appreciate this. I know that I would. I think it's adorable. And I have a couple more areas that I see that I need to. So I don't know. I started it off, you know, all careful and stuff. And frankly, now that I've done this, I'm not sure that I would start it off that carefully again. I don't think it matters. Just start rolling your yarn and just try to cover up all of the areas. And then once you have it covered up as well as you want it to be, there's a few areas right here that I could still stand to cover a little better. Okay, then I am just going to cut it. And then what I always do with my yarn, and I don't know if this is what everyone does, I don't really know. I just know that I like to take it and put it underneath and just kind of pull. So then I know I have a starting spot for the next time I need to use it. So I'm going to do that on this too because it makes it more of a realistic ball of yarn for me. But I am going to glue it because I don't want this to come off. And this glue does dry clear. So I'm going to just glue it there like that so that I know that it will be stable. And then what you're going to do, and this might be a good place to put these too. I used these skewers. Now you can use regular knitting needles or whatever you want to use, but I had these in my stash, and they're just long skewers for the grill. So you soak them and then you put your meat or vegetables or whatever on them and then you can grill them. But I thought that these looked like knitting needles if I cut off. I'm going to make them about the same size. So if you take them and you just kind of take, this is an older pair of scissors, I just kind of punch it around and then clip, and you could even use the flat ends if you wanted to. I mean, it's not a huge big deal, but I like that this has a pointed end and a flat end because that's how my knitting needles look. So then you're just going to stick these in as though you're knitting, or as though, you know, just like you would your knitting yarn. And there we go. Isn't that adorable? It's just a cute little ornament. Put a little hook on there. I might even wrap that around. Like that. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. And put a little hook on there, and there you go. A cute little ornament for your tree. I hope that you guys like this project. It's super easy to do, and it's super cute. So here is like a ball of yarn that I've used, and yeah, I mean, how cute is that? I just love it. So it looks like a ball of yarn. I'm loving it. So thanks for watching, guys. I might do another one here. How long is this video? It's 12 minutes. I might do another one and just start wrapping it. Let's try that. Let's see how this works out, because this might be a better technique. I'm going to just get some yarn started here. Okay, and I should probably start it from the middle since I am using it for something, but that's all right. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this and start wrapping. And then I'm going to turn it. And then I'm going to turn it. I'm sorry if this isn't, if I wasn't in frame. So you could easily use like your leftover yarn or something like that if you have any from a project, or some favorite yarn or favorite color, whatever you want to do. My mom used to have me do this for her when she had leftover yarn from a project. She would have me roll them up in a ball for her. So I kind of like this just because it makes me think of her. So honestly, I don't know what is better if you wanted to wrap it first. I am noticing that I have a lot of little spots that aren't getting covered, so I have to like go over areas. So I don't know. I might be using more yarn this way than the other way, but there you've seen both techniques and you can see how it works. Sorry, somebody was outside and it's like 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning and I don't know what they were doing, so I had to peek. On a cold morning. I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already though. So I'm definitely using more yarn, I can tell that. So my project is getting thicker and thicker. I don't know, maybe I'm not. It seems like I'm using more yarn. But I think I'm done now, so I'm just going to cut this again. And put this in here. Ooh! Crack myself up. Goodness, this yarn isn't cooperating with me. Come on, yarn. It's not it, it's the user. Nothing's wrong with the yarn. I mean, what could be wrong with yarn? It's too yarny. So that one's gonna have a bigger tail here, or I'll stick it that way. There. And I am gonna still glue it because I think that that's a good idea. Because I could see it totally unraveling on the tree. Or what if your cat played with it or something? That would be hilarious. Fuzzy would do that for sure. Okay, and then I don't have, well, I do have more of these, but I don't, oh, I don't want to use those. I don't have any handy, so I'm just going to use flat end ones. Maybe I'll, oh goodness, that went flying. You know what, maybe I'll try to make a pointed end. It's kind of pointed. I think that it would work. It's not a very long knitting needle, is it? I don't even know where the other one went. It totally went flying in my craft room. That looks kind of funny since they're two different sizes. So let me cut this one down. The hazards of crafting. Oh, that went down there. And so did a bottle of Stickles. Oh, goodness. Okay, I got the Stickles. All right, so there's the second one. Not much different from the first, just a different technique. I do feel like this one used more yarn. It's hard to tell, but I think it does look a little bigger too. I don't know. But still very cute and very easy to do, and just a fun little craft and a cute little gift. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.